44, Deanna Jones. Batting seventh, playing third base, number 77, Grace Messmer. Hitting eighth today, playing center field, number 26, Larissa Franklin. And hitting ninth today, playing shortstop, number 14, Janet Winnick. Your pitcher for the day, number 28, Dakota Simpson. And now the starting lineup for the designated home team, TC Colorado. Leading it off, playing center field, number 33, Corby Otis. Batting second, shortstop, number 99, Jess Oakland. Hitting third today, right fielder, 17, Cassidy Pickering. Hitting fourth, the designated player, number 14, Reese Atwood. Batting fifth in that third base, number 22, Katie Stewart. Hitting sixth in today's lineup, left fielder, number 24, Alexis Pupio. Batting seventh at second base, 00, Jackie Race. Hitting eighth, first base, number 13, Haley Wyckoff. And batting ninth and catching, number 7, Sarah Gordon. Their starting pitcher today, number 19, Cassidy Curd. At this time, let's stand and honor both countries with the playing of the national anthems. First up for our visitors from Canada. The Star-Spangled Banner, presented by University of Oklahoma Sooner and two-time College World Series national champion, TC Colorado's own Kirsten Deal.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose light shines and bright stars through the perilous fight, o'er the ramparts we watched, were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket splendor, the world's first Indian air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave for the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Welcome in, folks. We are here at Triple Crown Sports Complex at Red Rocks Field in Fort Collins, Colorado. Today's matchup is going to feature TC Colorado and the Canada national team. It's a rematch of 2 days ago. Team Canada winning, getting the victory in that one. Joining me today in the booth is Gordon Bartalik. Gordon, should be a good one for us today.
Yeah, definitely. Like you mentioned, a rematch between these two teams. They played Wednesday night. Canada were the dominant team. They took a very comfortable 10-run win over TC Colorado, but TC Colorado, they were still trying to bond together, get that chemistry to going. A lot of players playing for different universities around the country. But after yesterday's performance, TC Colorado played really well. They just won their first game that they played before this one today as well, so should be a good one. It seems like TC Colorado really bonding well together.
Yeah, absolutely. And when you had that mid-game interview with Coach Dave King for TC Colorado, he mentioned this is that was the first game that they had played together. So they're still trying to figure things out. This is now going to be the 5th game that this team has played together. So we'll see how they come out in this one. They had a couple of defensive blunders in that first game against Team Canada, so really cannot afford that against the national team coming from our neighbors up north. Starting pitcher today for TC Colorado is going to be Cassidy Curd. Behind the plate, her battery mate is Sarah Gordon. And we are just about set to get things underway as Kelsey Harshman going to be leading things off. We'll take a look at the rest of their lineup. Batting second is Erica Polidori. And the 3 holes, Cece Wong. Their cleanup hitter, Callum Pilgrim. Batting 5th, Zoe Hicks. In the 6 hole, Kiana Jones. Take a look at the rest of the lineup after this pitch. That is just below the strike zone. Checks the swing, no, did not go around. So 1-0 is the count here to Kelsey Harshman. Batting 7th is Grace Mesmer. In the 8 hole, their center fielder, Larissa Franklin. And rounding out their lineup is Janet Lurng. That pitch misses inside, so 2-0 the count here, and Harshman quickly ahead. We have seen TC Colorado struggle with putting batters on base via the walk. They're going to hope to try and limit that here today. This one is lined into center field, and chasing this one back, unable to make the play is Corby Otis. She'll get it off the wall, and that's just going to be a long single there off of the bat of Kelsey Harshman. A great job there by Corby Otis, staying with that one. Fields it 1 hop off of the wall and gets it back into the infield quickly. A leadoff single for Harshman. Yeah,
we kind of saw this similar play with Harshman on Wednesday. You know, she's a really good hitter for this Team Canada, able to get that one out to outfield over the center fielder's glove, just barely catching it, but doing well to get on base early here.
That'll bring up now Erica Polidori, the designated player here for Team Canada. And we're going to get an early mound visit here from Dave King. You can see there Cassidy Curd kind of laughing about it a little bit with Sarah Gordon. Command just a little bit all over the place. She started things off to Harshman, 2 straight balls and then a fastball that appeared to be right down the middle, and after a quick ball there to Polidori, Dave King just coming out to have a quick conversation. Probably just try to settle her down here real quick.
Yeah, this is the first time we're really seeing Cassidy Curd, the pitcher from Duke University, in the circle for this TC Colorado team.
And that pitch just misses below the zone, so again, back-to-back batters behind in the count, 2-0. As Harshman looking over to third base, getting her signs. Don't expect to see her take off here, but keep an eye on it. And that pitch is inside, 3-0 now the count to Polidori. And that pitch in there for a called strike, a much-needed strike there coming from Cassidy Curd. And this one lined past the third baseman, Katie Stewart, unable to make a play on it, and it's going to be back-to-back singles to get this one started for Team Canada.
Yeah, just a nice hit from Podori. And as you mentioned, just went past the glove at Katie Stewart at third base. Could have made an amazing catch out there, but not able to make it. And back-to-back hits for Team Canada to get things going early here.
And we saw this 2 days ago from Team Canada too, as they put up 3 runs in the top half of that first inning against this TC Colorado team. Looking to get a repeat of that here.
And one of those runs was a solo home run.
That pitch is fouled off, and now this time ahead in the count, 0-2, is Cassidy Curtis. She's facing Cece Wong, the first baseman here for Team Canada. Kurt could really use a strikeout here. That pitch misses up in the zone. 1-2 now the count. One and two. And gets the strikeout there on the rise ball. A good pitch from Curd. Gets the much needed first out of the inning.
Yeah, really good pitch from Cassidy Curd. Hopefully not the only strikeout she gets. As you mentioned, nice rise ball there to mess up CC Wong, and first out on the board, and just once again a nice delivery there.
That pitch is fouled off. As it's now Callan Pilgrim taking her turn at the plate. Oh, and 1 is the count. This one is popped up and going to get out of play over that first base dugout. There's a look at the mascot here for Triple Crown, walking around the stands, interacting with some kiddos out here, enjoying a nice night of softball. 0-2 here to count. And this one is lined to left field, and this one's going to get down and to the wall. 1 run's going to come across to score. Getting the green light's going to be the trail runner, and there's going to be no play at the plate. Now a play at third, and going to be tagged out. Making the second out at third is going to be Callan Pilgrim trying to advance, but 2-run score on her double off of the left center field wall. So 2-0 is the score here for Team Canada early.
Yeah, once again, just great contact off the bat, able to push that one out to right center field, able to get 2 runs in, and then just saw the bobble from the shortstop with the ball and decided to try and steal third, but gets tagged out easily.
Yeah, and I think that was just Pilgrim maybe trying to be too aggressive on the base paths. No need to do that there. Only 1 out in the inning. Already have 2 runs across. But you know what? I'd rather have someone be too aggressive than overly passive on the base paths. And that pitch is fouled off, and again, the count 0-2 now here, this time to Zoe Hicks. Oh, and 2 outs. Line to the second baseman, Jackie Liss, able to make the play. So that'll be it for the top half of the first inning. 2 runs, they'll come across to score on the RBI double from Callan Pilgrim. When we come back for the bottom half of the first inning, it'll be TC Colorado taking their first turn at the plate. We'll be right back. Welcome back, folks. We are back for the bottom half of this first inning. Leading things off for Team Colorado is going to be Corby Otis. Corby Otis had a home run in each of the 2 evening games that we've announced for them the last 2 days. Led off the bottom half of the first against Team Canada with the home run back on Wednesday. We'll see if she can't follow up on that here today. Taking a look at the batter today for Team Canada, it's Nicola Simpson in the circle and Zoe Hicks behind the plate. That pitch is in there for a called strike. So 1-1 now the count here to Corby Otis.
Yeah, man, if we know anything from the last 2 days, Corby Otis has been definitely one of the best hitters for this TC Colorado team.
This one's popped up, potentially playable. No, it'll get into that first base dugout. No chance of a play there for CC Wong.
But just going back, Matt, you know, she's been able to hit home runs out of this ballpark. She's been able to get everything out to the outfield for either a single or double RBIs, and she's just definitely one of the best hitters on this team coming from Florida.
1-2. Goes outside with the curveball there. Unable to catch any part of the zone. That'll move things to 2-2 now. Counts even. Line drive just past the leaping shortstop, Janet Leung, and that's going to be a leadoff single off of the bat of Corby Otis. Got the barrel on the ball there.
And that one just above the glove of Leung over there at shortstop, but once again, Otis getting good power on it, able to get to the outfield.
With 4 decades of experience in producing only the best in the world of destination events, Triple Crown wants to help you and your family get the most out of your investment in youth athletics. Whether it's giving young players a chance to compete against teams from around the country or giving older athletes a chance to hone their skills for the college game, we have tournaments that your family will never forget. Check out TripleCrownSports.com. As that pitch was just fouled off there off of the bat of Jess Oakland. And again, that one fouled off into the netting. Corby Otis on first is having time called on the field. There was just a deep home run from the Horsetooth field, the field that is conjoined at right field of this field, left field of the other field. Came well over the wall, so had to get time called on the field. Got that ball cleared out of here and about set to get things underway again. Oakland at the plate. Gets a good pitch to hit and lines this one to the right field wall. This is going to get to the wall. Corby Otis getting the green light and then held up late by Dave King, and probably the right move. A good relay there from this Team Canada offense, but now it's 2 runners in scoring position for Team Colorado, trying to get back into this one and tie things up after the double from Oakland.
Yeah, really great contact there from Jess Oakland, able to ground that one all the way out to the right field wall. And Dave King, as you mentioned, third base coach, doing well to keep Otis there to not get thrown out of home plate. So good scoring opportunity here for TC Colorado to try and get one back and tie it up.
And that's going to bring up now Cassidy Pickering. Pickering, a product of Oklahoma softball. You saw her teammate get this program started, Kirsten Deal, also from Oklahoma, with the national anthem. That pitch just misses the outside. Moves the count to 2-0 now. And that one's outside. 3-0 now the count. And Nicola Simpson in risk of loading the bases here with nobody out. And that one misses above the zone. So that is going to be a walk to Cassidy Pickering, and the base is now loaded here for Reese Atwood.
Player number 14, Reese Atwood.
It looks like we will have a mound visit from Team Canada. Bases loaded, definitely not the situation Team Canada wants to be in, especially with no outs on the board as well. So huge opportunity for TC Colorado to get a couple runs in here.
Yeah, and right now TC Colorado, they kind of want to prove themselves to Team Canada, like, hey, we can hang with you guys, we can play with you. Because obviously that first game that they played a couple of days ago did not end up going well for TC Colorado's. They lost that one by a score of 6-3. Actually, excuse me, it was 11-3 was the final in that one, and just not a pretty game for TC Colorado.
And that game did get called off early with inclement weather that day, and we're once again 3 days in a row, Matt, with overcast weather up here in Fort Collins for some softball. So hopefully no rain. We'll try and postpone this game even furthermore.
I mean, I wasn't going to say it, but you just did. So now that it's out there, yeah, I'm
I do apologize
hoping
now.
for no rain. Good off-speed pitch there from Simpson. Gets Atwood out in front. Counts even at 1-1. And another good off-speed pitch there from Simpson. And Atwood out in front again. 1-2 is now the count. General rule of thumb, when you have the bases loaded and nobody out, you got to be thinking have to score at least 2 runs here. Strikeout would be huge for Simpson in this Canada team. Goes off the plate just a little bit, and good take there from Atwood. 2-2 is the count.
Yeah, that one definitely could have been a called strike there from the home plate umpire. Probably just missing the edge of the box a little bit.
Goes off speed again, ground ball to the shortstop. Janet Luring over and not going to be able to get it to anyone. So everyone going to advance 60 feet, and TC Colorado scores 1. And even better than that, base is still loaded with nobody out. So a productive ground ball there from Reese Atwood, and showing off her speed to get over to first.
Yeah, I mean, Luring just held on to the ball a little bit too long. It seemed like she didn't know what to do, but I think the right play to do is just throw it over to third to get the force out and not have one runner closer to home plate. But once again, base is still loaded with Katie Stewart up to plate.
One another count here to Stewart. Ground ball right back to the pitcher. She'll come home with it for the first out, over to first, and a much-needed double play by Team Canada. So now 2 outs. Runners do advance to second and third, but what a play there from Simpson, and then Zoe Hicks being able to turn the double play. In the scorebooks, that'll go as a 1-2-3 double play. Don't get to see that every day.
Oh, that's one of those rare double plays in baseball and softball, but just great composure there from Team Canada. Get the easy out at home plate, and then Katie Stewart almost beat the throw at first base, but not able to.
Now it's Pickering at third and Atwood at second for TC Colorado, and that's Lex Pupillo taking her turn at the plate. For Pupillo, did have 2 home runs in the earlier game today. Fouls that one off, so she's now behind in the count. 0-2. One run already across to score for this TC Colorado team. They'd love to get at least one more. Try and tie this thing up. And that one again fouled off by Pupillo, just doing a good job staying alive in this at bat, wasting that pitch. Oh, and 2. And that one buzzes the tower there of Pupillo. That'll move the count to 1-2 now. And getting the strikeout there is Nicholas Simpson of Lex Pupillo. So one run comes across to score on the RBI single from Reese Atwood. When we come back for the top of the second, it'll be Kiana Jones, Grace Mesmer, and Larissa Franklin. We'll be right back here on YouTube. Kiana Jones going to be the leadoff hitter here for Team Canada. Real quick, we're going to take a look at the defensive alignment for TC Colorado. As I mentioned earlier, in the circle, Cassidy Curd. Behind the plate is Sarah Gordon. First baseman, Kaylee Wyckoff. At second, Jackie Liss. Short, Jess Oakland. And at third, Katie Stewart. As that pitch is fouled off there by Kiana Jones. Looking at the outfield now for this TC Colorado team. It's Lex Pupillo in left, Corby Otis in center, and Cassidy Pickering in right field. This one is popped up left side, foul territory, playable though by Stewart, calling for it, and she will grab that one for the first out of the inning.
Very good call from Katie Stewart over at third base, going into foul territory, up in the air, able to follow it all the way, get the first out in the inning.
It's now Grace Mesmer taking her turn at the plate, the third baseman here for Team Canada. Lays off of that first pitch out of the zone. And this one is flown towards left field. Settling under, though, is Lex Pupillo. Just a few feet in front of the wall, and that's two quick outs here for Cassidy Curd.
Yeah, we saw Grace Mesmer on Wednesday able to hit a few home runs and nice singles and doubles, but just couldn't get the right contact on that one. Pops it up, out number 2.
Yeah, and we've seen a lot of home runs here at this field. It's not the deepest field, and especially with the thin Colorado air, once these balls get up in the air, they can certainly travel. It's only 207 to straightaway left, 200 even to straightaway right. Deepest part of the ballpark, right center, it's 222. Scoring to lay down a bunt. A good bunt there, fielded by Cassidy Curtin. No shot at a throw. A good job getting a bunt down there by Larissa Franklin to get on with 2 outs.
Yeah, that bunt, really great bunt. Had some backspin off the ball. That's just a perfect punt there. Able to get into first base with no problem.
That's going to bring up their shortstop now, Janet Lurng. And this one is lined into left field, and this one's going to get out. Just had enough juice in it to get over the wall, and you get a 2-out bunt to reach from Franklin. And next pitch, Janet Lurng, a 2-run shot to put Team Canada up by a score of 4-1 now. The 9-hole hitter coming through with 2 RBIs.
Well, Matt, you were talking about it, the thin Colorado air able to carry, it just barely got over the wall out there, but great contact off the bats, able to go the distance, and Canada taking a 4-1 lead now.
Top of the order for Team Canada, second baseman, number 1, Kelsey Harshman.
And for Cassidy Curd, she just wants to rebound real quickly from this one out on the circle. She got 2 quick outs and was pitching pretty well, and then just unfortunately for her left the ball out over the plate, and Lurng was able to take advantage of it as this one is lined into right center field, and keeping it from going to the wall is Corby Otis. And here's the throw into second. We might have a play. Too much air on that throw, though, from Cassidy Pickering. So that's going to be a 2-out double here from Kelsey Harshman, and now Team Canada trying to do all their damage with 2 outs.
Yeah, great grounder out there to outfield. Just couldn't get the ball in the glove, and would have been a single regardless, but turns into a double for the leadoff hitter.
Like that ball was likely going to get to the wall. Otis did a great job being able just to get a glove on it and try and keep it from going to the wall, but just couldn't quite corral it, and would have taken a perfect throw to be able to nail Harshman at second. 0-1 now the count to Polidori. That one misses high. 1-1. This one's popped up and gonna get out of play. One and 2 the count now.
The fan that made the catch on that foul ball kind of seemed a little surprised that he made that catch.
Yeah, and this one's lined down the right field line, and it's going to land in fair territory. Another run will come across to score. Here's a play at second, and a great throw from Cassidy Pickering. Oh, and they're saying that the run does not count, and that the run didn't come across before the tag. I thought that run had come across before the tag, but they're going to say no. So the 3rd out was recorded before that run scores. So the score as we go to the bottom of the 2nd inning is going to be 4-1 for Team Canada. We'll be right back here on YouTube.
Check that one left on. We are
Jackie Liss going to be the leadoff hitter this time around in the bottom half of this second inning for TC Colorado. College Sports Evaluation is on the cutting edge of sports analytics. Founded in 2020 by the owner of Triple Crown Sports, Dave King, CSE provides youth and collegiate athletes with verified sensor data. Trusted by and tested with over 200 college programs, CSE's team of dedicated mathematicians provide the only valid data outlet available to accurately evaluate players as they compare to collegiate levels. Visit the CSE tent today to learn more. As that first pitch there from Nicola Simpson just kind of got away from her and went above the head of Jackie Liss. Obviously don't think anything intentional there, but the count is 1-0. Chopping ground ball right back to Simpson, fires it over to first and in time. And Simpson had to turn her feet quickly on that one as with how high it bounced. She knew it would be a close play at first. First able to get it there in time.
Yeah, it just kind of came off the bottom half of the bat for Jackie Liss and just right back to Simpson in the circle, able to make the throw comfortably over to first base for the first out.
And this is now flared into left field, and making a good play on that one is going to be Callum Pilgrim. That was Kaylee Wyckoff flying out to left.
Yeah, Pilgrim doing a really good job, able to run out to get that one. That was going to drop in shallow left field, but reading the ball really well and able to hustle out there to get the second out already.
And that's going to bring up Sarah Gordon now, here with 2 outs, and it's been 2 quick outs here from TC Colorado. We just saw Team Canada do the same thing, and then they were able to put up 2 runs after the fact. We'll see if TC can match it. Good off-speed pitch there from Nicola Simpson. Gets the called strike on the outer edge of the plate. Sarah Gordon, the 9-hole batter, so top of the lineup on deck in Corby Otis. Grounded up the middle. A good diving play by Janet Luring, but not going to throw over. Knew she wouldn't have had a chance to catch the speedy Sarah Gordon hustling down the line.
And that would have been a really great play if Luring would have been able to make the throw over there. Makes the great diving stop, but can't get up in time to make the throw. But nonetheless, still a really good stop there. But Sarah Gordon, the Georgia Bulldog, able to get on base, and we're actually going to have a pinch runner come on now.
Going to be Kaylee Wyckoff coming into pinch run. Wyckoff just recorded that last out, but obviously this being an exhibition game can kind of bend the rules a little bit funky here.
Offensive change from TC Colorado. Now running at first, 13, Kaylee Wyckoff.
Oh, and 1 is the count here to Corby Otis. Otis trying to do some damage here with 2 outs, and she will do just that as she gets a hold of this one, and it's a 2-run shot to left center field. Corby Otis has homered in all 3 games that we've broadcasted here for her. A 2-run shot to left center, and it's now a 1-run game. 4-3, TC Colorado trails Team Canada, and it's the 2-out hitting in this second inning that's getting the job done for both of these teams.
Yeah, and I mean, Matt, we've talked about it all week long. Corby Otis able to hit one deep into the ballpark, and she does there. Great contact off the bat. No doubt about that one. And you see in the top of your screen that home run just going about 250 feet out there.
That first pitch in there for a strike against Jess Oakland. Oakland had a double to the right center field wall, and her at bat back in the first inning. That one's grounded foul towards the third base dugout. And that pitch misses outside here to Oakland. One and two the count right now here to Oakland. And that's going to even the count up at 2-2. Good piece of hitting there by Oakland to foul that one off. Looked like a curveball there, tailing off of the plate. Oakland able to get the bat on the ball, though. Twos across the scoreboard. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs here in the second part of the second inning. And a rise ball there from Nicholas Simpson gets the strikeout of Jess Oakland. 2 runs, though, come across to score in the bottom of the second. Corby Otis with the big home run to pull TC Colorado within 1. We'll be right back with more softball here on YouTube.
It's Team Canada 4, TC Colorado 3.
Cassidy Curtis still out there in the circle for TC Colorado. This will be her last warm-up pitch, I believe. That's going to be the 3rd inning of work for Curtis. Has given up 4 runs so far through the first 2 innings. All of those earned. Got 2 quick outs back in the second. And unfortunately gave up 2 out runs. We saw TC Colorado respond with 2 of their own, also with 2 outs. See if we can't get more of a clean 3rd inning from both of these teams. Leading things off is going to be their 3-hole hitter, Cece Wong. Wong struck out swinging back in the first. This one is popped up deep to center field, chasing this one back, and able to rob the home run is Corby Otis. That one was hit super high and fairly far, and Corby Otis stayed with it the whole way, got to the wall, ran out of real estate, but still had that arm's length and was able to reach over and bring this one back into the park for the first out of the inning.
Well, Corby Otis got the home run in the last inning for TC Colorado and robs one in broad daylight right there. Incredible catch by Otis.
And Corby Otis maybe in the last, 5 pitches personally responsible for a 3-run swing. She got 2 runs on offense and just took 1 run away on defense. How about the play from Corby Otis going on right now? Ground ball foul to Callum Pilgrim. One and 1 the count. And that pitch misses inside here from Kurt. Pilgrim had a 2 RBI double. That was into left field back in the first inning. She ended up getting tagged out on that hit. trying to advance to third. Swing and a miss on that one. Counts even at 2-2. That one bounces to the right side of the plate. Full count now here to Callum Pilgrim. Here is the payoff pitch. And this one is lined, and no doubt about this one. It's just a courtesy chase there from Lex Pupillo as Callum Pilgrim got a pitch to hit and took advantage of it there. That one was out of here in a hurry. 5-3 now. Team Canada leads TC Colorado. 3 RBIs now and 2 at-bats for Pilgrim.
No doubt about that one. I think everyone knew right as that came off the bats, that was going to go way beyond the 14er wall out there in left field. Canada taking a little bit of a comfortable lead, 5-3 now. Just a really great hit over the wall.
Zoe Hicks now at the plate. You know, we didn't see any home runs in the first whole inning, and then in each of the last 3 half innings, we've gotten a home run in each. 2 for Canada, 1 for TC Colorado. That pitch fouled off, 1-1 the count. Zoe Hicks lined out to second in her first at bat. That pitch misses inside. Second time that Kurt has missed well inside. And for Hicks, obviously, neither of those pitches hitting her, but maybe makes you think a little bit more about it as you're standing there in the box. This one's popped up and going to get out of play down the left field line. That'll even the count at 2-2 now. Here's the 2-2. And again, fouled off out of play. Count stays at 2-2. Sounds like that one might have hit a car in the street there along that left field line. Always the dangers with parking around a baseball or softball field. Put your car and property in potential danger. 2-2. 3-2 now as that one's inside. All 3 misses here been inside from Curd. Only 1 out here in the top of the third. On deck stands Kiana Jones. Chopping ground ball, and that's going to get over the head of the first baseman, Kaylee Wyckoff, for a 1-out single.
Yeah, good hit from Zoe Hicks. Able to pull that one out to right field as well for a nice single. Try and keep Canada going with their momentum.
And it looks like we may be getting a change here for TC Colorado, as he's coming out and just talking over his lineup card with the home plate umpire, and don't know what that change is going to be. Don't want to speculate, but do see Sarah Gordon, the catcher, right now walking towards home. And it looks like we're going to
does look like we're going to have a
get 2 changes here,
yeah.
Both the pitcher and the catcher. So we're going to get a new catcher, and that's going to be appears to be Reese Atwood, and it will be. Was just waiting for her to turn and see that number, and then that new pitcher for us is going to be number 23, Carlin Pickens. Carlin Pickens, the SEC Pitcher of the Year from Tennessee. There you can see bringing the heat on that first warm-up pitch. For Pickens, got the start 2 days ago against Team Canada. I don't think she had the outing she would have liked. Only went 2 innings in that one, gave up 4 hits, 5 runs, 2 of those runs being earned, 1 walk, 2 batters, and struck out 3. Had a feeling she'd be making an appearance in this game. It was only the only question was when.
Yeah, and I mean, really good performance from Cassidy Curd as well, able to go to 3 innings. Definitely will want to take back a few of the pitches that she gave up for a home run or 2, but really good performance from her. And then, as you mentioned, Reese Atwood behind the plate catching now for TC Colorado, the catcher from Texas, a runner-up in the national championship against Oklahoma.
And you have to just wonder, too, if Carlin Pickens maybe has some prior experience throwing to Reese Atwood. Reese Atwood, obviously from University of Texas, Carlin Pickens, University of Tennessee. But not often that you see a coach sub out both the pitcher and the catcher at the same time, but it looked like a planned thing here as they come in to face Kiana Jones. Screwball there misses inside. And that one misses inside, so Pickens comes in and it's 3 straight balls. And it's a 4-pitch walk there to Kiana Jones. Good eye there by Jones.
And that brings up Grace Mesmer, who we know who can hit the ball really well for Team Canada with runners on first and second as well. Canada could definitely take a huge lead here if Mesmer gets something off the bat.
That pitch in there for a called strike. Similar location to the first 4 pitches thrown by Carlin Pickens. Ground ball to the left side, and that's going to get through the left side of the infield. And going home and no play at the plate is one run going to come across to score. And it was kind of an awkward slide there from Zoe Hicks, but she's going to be in there safely.
Yeah, definitely not the most comfortable slide there from Zoe Hicks, but nonetheless, she still scores another run for Team Canada, and Mesmer with a RBI single, able to get that one above or below Katie Stewart at third base.
That's going to make the score now 6-3 after Zoe Hicks came across to score. 2 runs have come across to score in this inning. This is a chopping ground ball up the middle, and I think we're going to see another run come across to score. A potential play at the plate. She's in there in time, though, as it's Kiana Jones coming across this time. And it's now 7-3.
Yeah, just an odd chop ball there right in front of the plate, but nonetheless still able to get over the head.
That was an RBI there, RBI single from Larissa Franklin. And right now, Team Canada just doing a good job of advancing 60 feet at a time and passing the bat to the next player. That pitch in there for a called strike. And that is going to officially close the book as well on Cassidy Curd, as the last batter she faced was Zoe Hicks, who able to score a couple batters ago. So the final line for her, 2 1/3 innings pitched, gave up 9 hits, 6 runs, all of those earned runs. Didn't walk anyone and struck out 1. Kiana Jones, who scored during that last batter, is going to be charged to Carlin Pickens, as this is going to go as a pass ball, as it was just off the top of the glove of Reese Atwood. And Pickens missed her spot there, but for Atwood, getting the glove on the ball, likely got to be able to come down with that one. I think she'll be charged the pass ball, allowing both runners to advance 60 feet, and now 2 runners in scoring position here for Janet Luring. And a swing and a miss there from Luring, and that's a much-needed strikeout from Pickens.
Yeah, it looks like that pitch was kind of diving down a little bit when it reached home plate, and getting the batter to swing on that one low. And as you mentioned, much needed strikeout there from Pickens in the circle.
That's going to bring up the top of the lineup now, and Kelsey Harshman. This will be her 3rd at bat in as many innings, as that pitch misses below the zone. Kind of a long inning here in the top half of the 3rd. Got things started with a robbed home run from Corby Otis. Thought it might be a good inning for TC Colorado, but then immediately after that, Callum Pilgrim with the solo shot over the 14er wall in left field. And that one in there for a called strike. Harshman, the 8th batter to come to the plate in this half inning. And the count's now even, 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs here in the 3rd. That one just missed the zone. 3-2 now. Count's now full. 3 balls, 2 strikes with 2 outs. For Pickens, trying to keep her team in it, only down by 4 right now. Harshman trying to blow this one open. And Harshman swings through this one and going to be out on the tag there. So end of the inning, 3 runs come across to score. I saw the big home run from Callum Pilgrim, and then RBI singles from Grace Mesmer and Larissa Franklin. When we come back for the bottom of the 3rd, it'll be the heart of the lineup for TC Colorado, Pickering, Atwood, and Stewart. We'll be right back here on YouTube. Triple Crown Sports is once again pleased to bring back the Road to the Rockies. A series of events in fall 2024 will not only test your club's competitive ability, but it will reward age group winners with a paid national power pool berth to the 2025 Colorado 4th of July tournament. Take advantage of this chance to play in the largest fast pitch event on the calendar, and check out triplecrownfastpitch.com for more information. And we do have a new pitcher out here in the circle for Team Canada. It's going to be number 10 in Brooke Melanchuk. She will come in here in the top half of the third inning. We'll get you the final line on Nicola Simpson here shortly. Scoring to lay down a bunt, but pulling it back is Cassidy Pickering. It's in there for a called strike, though.
And going back to the defensive change, a good performance from Nicola Simpson for Team Canada, pitching, able to go 3 innings as well, or 2 innings, excuse me, and doing a really good job preventing TC Colorado from getting anything really. Able to get hits, but keeping the score line a little bit low.
And the final line on Nicola Simpson, 2 innings pitched, gave up 5 hits, 3 runs, all of those being earned, walked 1 and struck out 2. And this one is lined towards left field, but going to get foul and out of play. So it's a full count now here to Cassidy Pickering. Pickering drew a walk back in the first inning. And this one lined into right center field, and this one is going to get out of here. Cassidy Pickering with the leadoff home run to bring TC Colorado back within 3. And that's 4 straight half innings now that we have a home run from one of these two squads. This time, Cassidy Pickering doing the damage.
And Cassidy Pickering, there's a reason that she's a national championship champion with Oklahoma, and it's that reason why she can hit the ball really well way out there towards outfield and able to get TC Colorado going here in the bottom of the 3rd inning.
And for Cassidy Pickering, you might see, freshman at Oklahoma probably didn't play all that much. No, you'd be wrong. Played in most of the team's games and didn't do too bad. Had a .389 batting average. I think that's pretty good, especially in your freshman campaign. That's going to bring up Reese Atwood now. She was already in the lineup as the designated players. This is a hard ground ball to Kelsey Harshman over to first as she bobbled it, but does get it over in time.
Yeah, Harshman able to ground that one. Just struggled a little bit bobbling it, but still able to make the play over to first. Able to get the first out.
That's going to bring up now Katie Stewart. Stewart grounded into an unfortunate double play, and the bases were loaded with no outs back in the first inning. That pitch in there for a called strike. That one's fouled off. Count is 0-2 here to Katie Stewart. Melanchuk goes with the rise ball. We had a little extra zip on that one. Misses, though, up in the zone. That one misses outside as well. Counts even at 2-2 now. Looks like we had a couple of coaches there from Arkansas. This one is lined into deep left center, and no doubt about this one. That one was an absolute shot. That not only cleared the field here, but that cleared the warm-up area out there in center field. Katie Stewart got a pitch to hit, sent that one a mile high. That was a moon ball from her, and it's now a 2-run game. 2 solo shots in the bottom half of this 3rd inning.
Just great contact there from Katie Stewart. And obviously that's not the pitch that Melanchuk wants to give away right there, but TC Colorado and Katie Stewart taking advantage of that. Like you mentioned, making it a 2-run game now.
And you know what? They gave up 3 runs in the top half of the 3rd inning, but so far have responded well, getting 2 in the bottom half. And still only 1 out, trying to do some more damage. That's going to bring up now Lex Pupillo, struck out back in the 1st.
Now batting left fielder, 24, Alexis Pupillo.
Line just past the outstretched arms of the 3rd baseman, Grace Mesmer, and she reaches safely now. And the bats are starting to heat up here for TC Colorado. And now that is going to bring up Jackie Liss. And it looks like we're going to get some action going now in the bullpen for Team Canada, and quickly getting up and out there. Looks like it's going to be Katie Korstrom warming up out there as Jackie Liss tries to keep this hot inning going. That pitch in there for a called strike from Melanchuk. And again, in there for a called strike on the outside part of the plate. And a great response there from Melanchuk, getting 2 back-to-back called strikes after giving up a home run and a single. Hunting the strikeout here. Goes off speed off of the zone and gets the swing and a miss there from Jackie Liss. The exact response that you wanted if you're Brooke Melanchuk. That's her first strikeout. That's going to bring up Kaylee Wyckoff. She flew out to left field back in the 2nd. Ground ball right back up the middle. That's going to be a 2-out single off of the bat of Wyckoff. Advancing to 2nd is Lex Pupillo. Now that's going to bring up the bottom of the lineup in Sarah Gordon. Gordon now the designated player. Started the game at catcher, but was swapped out for Reese Atwood in the last half inning. Came in with the double pitching change and catcher change. That pitch misses low. 1-0 the count. One ball, no strikes, 2 outs. That one is fouled off and fielded by the first base coach over there for TC Colorado. Count is now 1-1. And going over to have a quick conversation with their head coach is Sarah Gordon. I guess probably wanting to discuss some strategy. How he wants her to attack Melanchuk here. And folks, be sure to stay with us here after the completion of this half inning, because immediately following the half inning, we're going to have Gordon Bartalik joined by head coach for Team Canada, Kaylee Rafter, as swinging through that one is Sarah Gordon, and now behind in the count 1-2. Good rise ball there from Melanchuk. Runners on 1st and 2nd for TC Colorado. 2 outs with a ball and 2 strikes. Potential big moment in this game here. Melanchuk trying to keep her team up by 2. And that one's fouled off by Gordon. Gordon with a chance to close the gap on the lead from Team Canada right now. 1-2. Popped up, foul territory, but out of play. And good job by Gordon there, just wasting that pitch. And that one's fouled off of the plate. So again, the count will stay at 1-2. Hard ground ball to the shortstop, fielded by Lurng. And a bit of an errant throw, but able to stretch and come up with that one is Cece Wong over at first. So 2 runs, they'll come across to score, both on solo home runs. One from Cassidy Pickering to right center, and the other from Katie Stewart to left center field. So now be sure to stay with us, because coming up in just a couple of seconds is going to be Gordon Bartalik, joined by Kaylee Rafter, here for an in-game interview. Right now, Kaylee Rafter finishing up a conversation with her coaches and players, but we'll be joining our Gordon Bartalik very shortly.
All right, now we're here with Coach Kaylee Rafter. Coach, 7-5 lead right now. What are your thoughts so far in the game?
Yeah, I mean, I think all the hitters right now are putting some pretty good swings on it, so just got to find a way to change speeds, keep putting good swings on it, and see what happens.
And fun days here. What do you take for your team here in Colorado?
Yeah, I mean, it's been an amazing amazing complex, amazing competition, so we're just super thrilled we're able to come down and get a chance to play.
Final question. What player is improved in your camp so far in this tournament?
I mean, I think look at the way Callum Pilgrim's been swinging it. She's just barreling up balls. She's probably been one of our most consistent hitters, and I think done a lot of work to put her in that position. So really proud of what she's done.
All right, Coach, thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, Gordon and Kaylee Rafter, for getting that interview there done for us. Again, be sure to stay with us after the completion of this half inning, as well as he will be joined by Dave King, head coach for a Triple Crown TC Colorado.
Designated player number 3, Erica Polidori.
It's going to be Erica Polidori leading things off, as she fouled that one right past her first base coach. Polidori 2 for 2 on the day. Has a pair of singles. Was retired back in the second, trying to stretch a single into a double. And for Pickens, comes in with a clean slate this time around. No inherited runners for her. That one's in there for a called strike. So the count is 1-2. Here to Polidori. Checking her swing, and that one's in there for a called strike, says the home plate umpire. So Polidori goes down looking on that one, as I do not believe her bat went around. That's the third strikeout from Carlin Pickens.
72, CC Wong.
CC Wong takes her turn at the plate now. 2-0. This one is fouled off and going to get out of play down the left field line. Two and one the count here to CC Wong. TC Colorado still looking for their first clean inning as a defense. Gets a swing and a miss there from Wong on a pitch low in the zone. And Pickens right now trying to show why she was the SEC Pitcher of the Year. Ground ball back up the middle, and just a tough bounce there for Jess Oakland. Would have been a tough play for her to make anyways, but a one-out single for CC Wong.
Left fielder number 5, Callum Pilgrim.
I have to believe we're going to get a pinch runner here for CC Wong, as it is Kaylee Rafter coming out having a conversation with the home plate umpire. Callum Pilgrim going to be stepping into the box though, and probably the most dangerous bat in the lineup right now for Team Canada. Has 3 RBIs in the game. Had a 2 RBI single in the first and a solo shot to left field in the third. And it is a pinch runner that we'll be getting. That's going to be number 11, Natasha Limbani.
Now running at first base, 11, Natasha Limbani.
This one is fouled off and out of play down the right field line. Going to land on top of the Triple Crown building over there. One and one the count. And here's a back pick, and I like the idea there from Reese Atwood. Kind of a no-look back pick there, just unfortunately didn't quite have enough juice on it. Natasha Lambini, though, wasn't paying all that much attention. Don't think she was ready for that back pick. And that pitch misses outside. 3-1 now. Three and one. Ground ball right back to the pitcher, and this could be favorable for TC Colorado, and it is. That is your everyday 1-4-6-3 double play. It went off of the foot of Carlin Pickens, fielded by Jackie Liss. Had her head on a swivel, redirected to field that one, flipped it to Oakland and over to Wyckoff at first. Again, a 1-4-6-3 double play. Couldn't have done it any better if you're TC Colorado as they get out of this inning, not allowing any runs to score. We'll be right back with more softball here on YouTube. Not to tell you how to interview, but if you think of it or if you think it'll be good, ask him about his thoughts on that double play. It's just a unique one. Gordon Bartolek going to be joined here shortly by Dave King as he's walking down that third base line.
All right, we're here now with head coach Dave King. Dave, just want to quickly ask you about that double play that just occurred in that
in the books. That 1-4-6-3. That's a traditional double play. We practice it quite a bit. Some of our girls play hacky sack, and they're real good at that move. And so that's what she did there. So.
All right, and just on so the game's.
It's a lot better game. Both teams have settled in. This is a really good matchup and a forerunner to what could be a end of the run championship series in Canada. So thank you.
And again, thank you there to Gordon Bartolek and Dave King for giving us that great interview. 7-5 is the score as we get set for the bottom half of the fifth inning. There you could hear Coach Dave King joking around a little bit, saying they practice that play. It's, as I mentioned earlier, heard him say it as well, the everyday 1-4-6-3 double play. And he said they play hacky sack quite a bit. That's exactly what you saw there was some hacky sacking going on from Carlin Pickens. Hacky sacked it right to her second baseman, Jackie Liss. And the fact that it could go off her foot and they still had time to turn the double play tells you just how hard that was hit off of the bat of Callan Pilgrim. So as fun as the double play was to see, also got to hope that no pain was caused to Carlin Pickens. Hope it just went off of the thick part of that cleat, as the count is 1-1 right now to Corby Otis, leadoff batter for TC Colorado. 2 for 2 on the day, a single and a homer. 2 RBIs. Has come across to score both times as well. That one misses outside. 3-1 now the count. As it's still Brooke Melanchuk out there for Team Canada. They got someone up and warming up back in the third inning, but Melanchuk was able to get out of it after getting herself into a bit of a jam. And that one's going to be in there for a called strike against Otis. Count's now full, 3-2. Two-hole hitter and Jess Oakland standing on deck. And that one's below the zone, and for the third time today, Corby Otis going to reach base safely.
Shortstop, number 99, Jess Oakland.
Yeah, really good job from Otis to just watch those few pitches go by up high a little bit for a ball, and good patience not to swing on them. Now brings up a really big opportunity for Jess Oakland.
Yeah, and right now the tying runner at the plate. And here's taken off to steal is Corby Otis. Here's the throw down, and not in time. It was a great throw from Zoe Hicks, just unable to beat the speed of Corby Otis. And I think Zoe Hicks just maybe wasn't quite ready for it here as the replay. Yeah, just a little bit delayed on that pop time. It was just that maybe 1/10 of a second there that she took to react. All that Corby Otis needed to get in there in front of the tag.
And if you're a catcher, you definitely got to have a really quick reaction time like that, especially if a runner is going from first to second, just right at the corner of your eye. But nonetheless, really good running there from Otis.
And right now for TC Colorado, so far they've given up runs in the top of every inning prior to this fourth inning where they finally got a 0 spot, but they've responded as well in the bottom half. So if they can put up some runs here, they got a good chance to tie, if not take the lead in this one. Count right now is 1-2 to Jess Oakland. Fouled off again by Oakland. 2-2 the count. On deck, Cassidy Pickering. She had a solo shot to right center field back in her last at bat, that coming in the third inning. Two-two to Oakland. Fouls it off. Good battle going right now between Melanchuk and Oakland. And this one is lined into right field, and this one could tie it up, and it will. A big two-run shot off of the bat of Jess Oakland, and just like that, this game is tied.
There it is, Jess Oakland getting a huge hit for this TC Colorado team. And just Melanchuk just delivering that one just over the plate for her to take a good swing at that one. And she does, and it goes the distance. Jess Oakland ties the game up at 7 each. Minnesota Gopher.
That is the 4th home run on the game for this TC Colorado team. And we're going to get a pitching change now for Team Canada. Melanchuk responded well in the third inning and then starts this 4th inning off with a walk and then giving up the game-tying home run. Not the way that she wanted her outing to go. The new pitcher for Team Canada, though, going to be number 9, Katie Korstrom.
Change for Team Canada. Now pitching, number 9, Katie Korstrom.
Take a look at the final line for Brooke Melanchuk. Went just one inning of work, did come in for the second inning, but didn't retire any outs. Gave up 5 hits, 4 runs, all of those being earned. Walked 1 batter, struck out 1 as well. And it's a new game here. 7-7 is the score.
Now batting for TC Colorado, 17, Cassidy Pickering.
Cassidy Pickering now taking her turn at the plate. Want to know the count to Pickering. It's now 2-0. Here's the 2-0. And outside as well, 3-0 now. Log into your social media accounts and join in on the conversation about your team at the P5. Give the fans back at home a real-time perspective about the game. Use the hashtag #IPlayTCS. For the latest tournament news, notes, photos, information, follow the Triple Crown Fast Pitch Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. That pitch in there is a called strike to Cassidy Pickering. 3-1 now the count, as Pickering was taken the whole way there. And that one misses up in the zone. So a good job drawing the walk there from Pickering.
14, Reese Atwood.
And obviously not the start that Korstrom wanted to have entering the game in the circle. Obviously you want to try and start off by getting the first out of the inning, but I'm sure she'll be fine with taking a walk as long as her teammates can help her try and pull out an out or two out in the outfield and infield.
And right now it's Reese Atwood taking her turn at the plate as we're going to get a mound visit here because Zoe Hicks going out to have a conversation with her pitcher. You know, we actually have a new player in at catcher. It appears to be Natalie Weidman. Number 2, the new catcher out there for Team Canada. That pitch in there for a called strike on the lower part of the plate. One and 2 the count here to Atwood. And this one is lined through the gap on the right side of the infield, and it'll get to the wall. And being held up at third right now, as this is going to be a double off of the bat of Atwood. Pickering holds up at third. So she'll advance 120 feet, and it's now runners at second and third, still with nobody out in this 4th inning.
Yeah, Reese Atwood, the player from the University of Texas, having a really good game. She's had a few nice hits out in the outfield today. Nice double there, and advances the other runner to third base as well. Still no outs on the board, so a really big opportunity here for TC Colorado.
And that'll bring up Katie Stewart, who had a huge home run just an inning ago. Sent a shot to left field.
And we've seen this duo with the back-to-back Texas players at bat. Reese Atwood at second base, and now one at the plate.
That one just misses below the zone. 2-1 is the count. Ground ball back up the middle, and unable to get to this one is Janet Lurng. One run comes across to score. Here's the other run, and now TC Colorado up 9-7, and this is their first lead of the game, and for them, the first time that they have led against Team Canada.
Yeah, really nice hit out to outfield from Katie Stewart. Able to get 2 runs across for a single, and as you mentioned, TC Colorado taking their first lead off a nice hit just off the center of the bat out to the outfield.
It's now Lex Pupillo at the plate. Had a single back in her last at bat. That one in there for a called strike. 4 runs already across to score here in the bottom half of this 4th inning. Still with no outs. Chopping ground ball to the first baseman, over to second for 1. On in time, though, to get the trail runner at first. So good hustle there by Lex Pupillo to break up the double play. And she will reach safely on a fielder's choice.
And just good play there from Canada as well, able to get the force out at second base. And as you mentioned, the fielder's choice, so Pupillo's safe over there at first base.
Going to bring up now Jackie Liss as she watches that pitch go by on the inside part of the plate. Want to know. Ground ball back up the middle, and it takes a tough hop to Janet Lurng. Might have kicked off the plate or some of the dirt right in front of the base, but that's going to go as an infield hit. Would have been a tough play anyways for Janet Lung.
Yeah, just got good contact up the middle, and Lern just not able to get there quickly, or couldn't get her glove in the right placement, but still hit.
Now we have runners on first and second, 1 out. Here for Kaylee Wyckoff taking her turn at the plate. Wyckoff, the 8th batter to come to the plate in this half inning. 4 runs again have already scored. We started this inning with TC Colorado trailing 7-5. Now up 9-7. And again, this is the difference that just a handful of games playing together can see. The first game that this TC Colorado team played, they lost to Team Canada 13-3, as that game was called in the 5th inning, and now leading 9-7. Just a little bit more experience together.
Yeah, and I mean, I mentioned it to Coach Dave down there when I spoke to him about how his team is bonding together really well and building good team chemistry and just coming together. So it's good to see them doing this in just a good tournament overall for them, I'd say.
One and 1 the count. And that one misses high and inside to Wyckoff as she lays off of that one. 2 and 1 now. Off-speed pitch just above the zone. 3 and 1 is now the count, and Katie Korstrom in danger of loading the bases here. Just kind of throws her bat at that one, able to get a piece of it to foul it off. Counts now 3 and 2. Off-speed pitch, and that's above the zone. And so a good at-bat there from Kaylee Wyckoff, and bases are now loaded for Sarah Gordon.
Now batting 7, Sarah Gordon.
And now Dave King coming in and having a conversation with Gordon. It looks like we're going to get a pinch hitter here. And based on who we have moving in the dugout, I think it's going to be number 20, Ari Rohde, coming in to pinch hit in place of Sarah Gordon.
Good look of Dave King there, head coach for this TC Colorado team at third base. Doing a really good job of coaching this team full of great talent and stars from all over the country, and able to bring them together out here in Colorado.
Offensive change for TC.
And what a moment right now for Ari Rohde. Comes in cold off the bench, bases loaded, 1 out. Her team up by 2. Trying to do some damage here against Team Canada. Chance to not only extend the lead, but potentially blow this one open a little bit. First pitch in there for a called strike from Kaylee Korstrom. Pupillo at third, Liss at second, Wyckoff at first are the runners for TC Colorado. Screwball misses low and in. 1 and 1 now the count. That one misses low and inside. 2 and 1 now. Ari Rohde with a chance to get a good pitch to hit here, as there's nowhere to put her for Katie Korstrom. 2-1. 3-1 is now the count. And if I'm Ari Rhodey, you have to pick a perfect spot, pick your pitch, and be just staring down that location. As the choices for Koistrom are come at you or walk you. And she's going to come at her, and this is going to be an RBI single off of the bat of Rhodey. 1 run scores. Here's the other run play at the plate and not going to be in time. And good base running there from Ari Rhodey as she advances to second on the throw. 2 runs come across to score for Rhodey.
Man, what a way for Rhodey to come off the bench cold without playing in this game and able to get a great hit out to center field. Scores 2 runs and advances to second base on the drop ball at home plate. As Sarah Gordon takes her place at second base now, pinch running, but what a response from TC Colorado against Team Canada. They lead 11-7.
And that's now a 6-run inning. And not only that, but they've successfully batted around and screwed up my scorecard as Corbiotis coming back to the plate for the 2nd time this inning. That's where you have to get creative when you're keeping a book. We just had a mound visit from Team Canada. Kaylee Kostrom staying out there, though. Has given up 4 runs in this inning, and she wasn't even the pitcher to start this half of the inning, as it's Corbiotis. Said it earlier, she has reached base successfully all 3 times, come around to score as well all 3 times. 2 for 2 with a single and a homer. Walked to lead off this inning. That pitch misses above the zone. That pitch in there for a called strike. Two and 1 the count here to Otis. And that's in there for a called strike. Otis not liking the location of that one. Holds off. And this is a ground ball past the sliding second baseman, Kelsey Harshman. 1 run scores, and another 1 run is going to come across to score. So that is now a 4 RBI day off of the bat of Corbiotis, and she's perfect on the day. 3 for 3, has reached on a walk as well.
Yeah, I mean, if there was a Player of the Game award to give out to, it's definitely going to be Corbiotis. As you mentioned, perfect throughout the day and just able to get another 2 runs across. They lead 13-7 now, excuse me, and TC Colorado taking full control of this game now.
And it's going to bring up Jess Oakland again. Oakland had a 2-run homer to chase Brooke Melanchuk out of the game. That was just earlier this half inning. Looked like time called there by Oakland. That pitch in there for a called strike. Oh, and 2 the count here to Oakland. Ground ball to the shortstop, long over to second for 1. First, and a safe at first. So a good hustle there by Jess Oakland to break up the double play as Otis is retired at second. And for the first time today, Otis unable to come across and score. Want to hold that one against her, though.
Now batting 17, Cassidy Pickering.
Ground ball up the middle, and this is going to be a 2-out single for Cassidy Pickering as Jess Oakland able to advance to second. Pickering does a good job keeping the inning alive with 2 outs.
14, Reese Atwood.
That'll bring up now Reese Atwood. Had a double to right center back in her last at bat. That pitch misses low in the zone. 1-0 is the count. This one is popped up right side and going to get out of play down the right field line. Counts 1-1 here to Reese Atwood. Again, 8 runs have already scored in this half inning for TC Colorado, as this one is sent to the same exact location nearly. 1-2 the count. And that one just misses the zone. Two balls, 2 strikes with 2 outs. And Atwood puts a charge into this one, and that's going to go off of the chest of Janet Long. It was a tough hop for her. And I think that one's going to go as an infield hit.
Yeah, just an odd ground ball there. Hit straight towards Learn and kind of towards the upper part of her body, and wasn't able to control her glove in that area, and just bounces off and makes it a ground hit and another run across for TC Colorado.
And that's now 9 runs in this half inning, and for the second time, Jess Oakland comes across to score. And the official scorers are going with a hit on that one, as it would have been a very tough play for Janet Luring to be able to make. So we're going to get a new pitcher here. It's going to be number 99, Morgan Rackle, coming into pitch. Second pitching change we've got in this inning.
Defensive change for Team Canada. Now stepping into the circle, 99, Morgan Rackle.
I'm taking a look now at the final line for Katie Korstrom. Went just 2/3 of an innings, gave up 7 hits, 7 runs, all 7 of those being earned runs, walked 2 batters, and did not strike out any. Morgan Rackle going to be looking to come in and try and get the final out of this big 4th inning for TC Colorado. Katie Stewart going to be the 14th batter of the inning for TC Colorado. Stewart already with 2 RBIs in the inning, as she had a single into left center field. And here's a delayed steal, just trying to get in a pickle right now. And they're just going to run Reese Atwood all the way back. Actually, looks like we have it's actually Corby Otis pinch running at first right now in place of Reese Atwood. As that pitch is in there for a called strike. At third is Cassidy Pickering. And that one is swung through there by Katie Stewart. 2-2 the count. Here's a 2-2. And that pitch misses outside of the zone, and it's an errant throwdown, and that does allow another run to come across and score, and that's the last thing you wanted from Natalie Weidman. I think that was just another delayed steal there from Corby Otis. I think she was going to probably try to get in a pickle, and Weidman maybe makes an inadvised throw down, and that'll allow Cassidy Pickering to come across and score.
Yeah, and I mean, Otis was really testing them out as Stewart grounds that one foul towards the left side of the field, but Otis was really testing them over at first base, looking to steal. Finally does, and then, as you mentioned, Weidman just making the error throw out to the outfield. And it does put TC Colorado up by 8.
And that's the first error of the game, that errant throw there from Natalie Weidman. Screwball in there for a called strike. Will retire Katie Stewart, but not until they can put up a big inning. They scored 10 runs on 8 hits in the bottom half of the 4th inning, went from trailing by 2 to leading by 8. When we come back, it'll be the top of the 5th and more softball here on YouTube.
The Sparkler Fireworks Tournament. It's the largest youth softball event in the world. This ball is gonna go, a home run.
That was a 10-run bottom half of the 4th inning that we just witnessed. Lasted about 40 to 45 minutes for TC Colorado, and now Carlin Pickens almost going to feel like she has to get warmed up again as she was just out there sitting on the bench getting cold. It's going to be Zoe Hicks as the leadoff hitter for Team Canada. Going to have to get their bats going here.
Leading it on for Team Canada, 20, Zoe Hicks.
So Zoe Hicks still batting, but was out of the game defensively, as we saw Natalie Weidman in at catcher for Team Canada. First pitch missed the zone, 1-0. And that one is swung through there by Hicks, 1-1 the count. And again, swung through by Hicks. Two one the count. That one's fouled off, goes off of the pole right in front of that third base dugout. Counts move to 2-2. Ground ball back up to the pitcher, and the height from Carlin Pickens coming in big there as she was able to leap up and pull that one down. A 1-3 ground out.
Yeah, just good read there from Pickens. Able to make a small little jump up in the air to grab that one to prevent it from going to the outfield, and there's out number one in the top of the fifth.
That's going to bring up now Natalie Weidman, who we saw come in defensively in place of Zoe Hicks. She's hitting in place of, though, Kiana Jones. Screwball misses low and in there. That one's fouled off down the right field line. No, the pitching rubber. I don't see it. I don't either. Off-speed pitch there, misses up in the zone. 3-1 the count. That pitch fouled off. 3-2 the count now. Beautiful evening out here in Fort Collins, Colorado. And that's going to be a one-out walk there from Zoe Hicks. A good job just showing patience with the bat.
Yeah, good battle there from Hicks, able to continue that at bat all the way and able to get on base. And as you mentioned, Matt, it is indeed a beautiful evening here, just about past the 8 o'clock mark locally. Starting to lose a little daylight, so hopefully you can get this game going a little bit faster, but nonetheless still a nice evening for some softball.
It's now going to bring up Jana Want. As that pitch misses low and away. Fastball in there for a called strike, catches the outer part of the plate. Moves the count to 2-1. This one is lined into right field, and this is going to get down and get to the wall. Advancing to third right now is Zoe Hicks. So she'll advance 120 feet on the single from Jana Want.
Yeah, good contact from Jana Want, able to push that one down the first baseline out to the right field wall and advances Zoe Hicks to third base. Runners on the corner now.
That's going to bring up now Larissa Franklin. Ground ball to the left side, fielded by Jess Oakland, and it was a great play, but unable to hold on to this one at first. It's Kaylee Wyckoff. Not sure if it would have mattered. I believe that Larissa Franklin might have beaten that one out anyways. Here we'll have a look at the replay. You guys be the judge at home. I think she probably would have been safe at first, but a bang-bang play nonetheless.
Definitely a close play there, but I think most likely would have been safe there at first base with her speed running down the first baseline.
And Christy Boyd now coming into pinch hit in place of Janet Leung. Team Canada getting all their changes in right now.
Looks like we'll have a mound visit from head coach Dave King.
Should note one run did come across to score as well on that single from Larissa Franklin. That was Zoe Hicks coming across to make the score 15-8. And staying out there to have a conversation is Reese Atwood and Carlin Pickens, as the home plate umpire came out to interrupt him and say, hey, let's get this show on the road as the sun's starting to go down here in Colorado. 1-0. 2-0. Runners on first and second for Team Canada, trailing 15-8. That one's fouled off into the netting. And the wind really starting to pick up here as well at Red Rocks Field. And that pitch again fouled off into the netting, evening the count up at 2-2. Pitch low in the zone. Good job keeping that one in front from Reese Atwood. Counts full, 3-2. Runners at first and second. Only one out, but wouldn't be surprised if we see him go in motion here. Just can't run into a strike him out, throw him out. Not going, as that one is lined down the right field line, but foul. School of thought here is put him in motion. If it's a ball, they're advancing either way. If it's a strike, you probably have your batter and Christy Boyd swinging at it. Unlikely that you end up running into a strike him out and throw him out, but always a potential here. As that one just misses the inside part of the plate. And the base is now loaded after Christy Boyd able to draw the walk. And I have to give Boyd a lot of credit there. Comes into the game getting her first at bat with her team down 8-15 and full count in a pitch close. Able to hold off of it and draw the walk. Not easy to do. Going to bring up the top of the lineup now in Kelsey Hirschman as she lays off of that one. One and 0 to Hirschman. 1-1 now. One. In there for a called strike. 1-2. Little extra zip on that pitch from Pickens. Mentioned this earlier, but again, Pickens coming off a great campaign. She was the SEC's Pitcher of the Year coming from Tennessee. Won numerous Pitcher of the Week nominees, or Pitcher of the Week awards. One, two. Misses up in the zone, 2-2. Two. 3-2 now the count. Good eye there from Kelsey Hirschman. Three balls, two strikes, only one out. And this one is lined down the left field line, and that one went right past the head of Jana Want, the runner for Team Canada at third base, as well as the third base umpire. Kelsey Hirschman buzzing the tower of a couple people down that line. Always got to have your head on a swivel anytime you're on a baseball or softball field. This one flared again down that left field line, but foul.
And Matt, especially those zippers that come right at you down the third or first baseline, those ones are right off the bat coming at you at quick speed, so you definitely gonna jump out of the way for those ones.
And that pitch misses inside. And that is going to be a bases-loaded walk allowed by Carlin Pickens, and that'll walk in a run in Jana Want. It's now a 6-run game as Canada trails TC Colorado 9-15.
Number 3, Erica Polidori.
And it looks like we're going to have a coaches meeting, and it looks like they're going to call it here with the limited daylight that we have here.
And I was just about to say we're only going to have a limited amount of time left. No fields here at Red Rocks Field. So following that walk to Kelsey Hirschman, that is going to be it. So the final score in this one is TC Colorado going to get the victory over Team Canada 15-9. So they split the two games against each other that they play, one winning 13-3 on Wednesday. That was Team Canada, and this time Colorado 15-9. Gordon, let me hear some of your final thoughts on this game and just this entire last 3 days here in Red Rocks Field.
Yeah, the game in general, I mean, it kind of seemed like a replica on Wednesday. Team Canada kind of started off hot at first, getting a few hits, a home run or two, and getting on the board early. But TC Colorado, they found the bats, and they were swinging them good, and got the runs and got a good win. And then tournament overall, it's just so good to see all these star-studded players coming together to play for one team. Some of them play for school rivals, and others one coast to the other coast, and it's just good to see that they're coming together in a good tournament overall.
Yeah, and it really has been these P5 Patriot Games, the inaugural year that Triple Crown putting on this event. Again, no surprise, but Triple Crown just continues to put on great events as you can see Team Canada waving to all their fans coming out here to support them. So the final in this one, TC Colorado beats Team Canada by a score of 16-9 at the P5 Patriot Games. For Gordon Bartolek and the rest of the crew, I'm Matt Gator. We want to thank you for watching this matchup between these two teams. The P5 Patriot Games are produced by Triple Crown Sports in association with Triple Crown Sports Network. Have a great rest of your night.